Alrighty. All right. Anyway, okay, I got the stream set up now. Good to go. Let me get these up here. Changed around the name of some of this stuff, so. Props, crafting table. Just got home. So I discovered some cool stuff. I redid the, here's a render of it. I redid the crafting table, and this is a 512 by 512 image, which is pretty cool because I was able to get, I mean, that's a pretty good looking table, you know? I mean, that looks pretty decent. This is the actual table in Blender. That looks pretty good. Except, like that one's not too bad, but the legs. See how stretched and skewed the texture is on them? See, underneath here, that is okay for that to be skewed. You're not going to be seeing that, so it doesn't matter. I don't have to waste time on it. I can spend more resources and visual fidelity on this up there. This one's really freaking detailed because I scaled it out. I might have to make these bigger too. We'll see. But you know, you'll see the legs, so I gotta make those look good. But like underneath the table, you're not gonna see that, so you don't have to worry about that. It's okay. But I just this morning was messing around with some UV mapping, and I came up with this. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. If I select this, you'll see that's this little piece right here. That's why it looks so fucked up. So even with that, if I bring that, let's say, out to here, and let's move that around a bit. I think it has more than 4 vertices too. So if you look, that's that point, and that's the bottom point. So for this, we want the top right, so we're gonna go like that. This point's the bottom right, so we're gonna bring that down like that. And here, that's the top. And there. And that doesn't look so bad. But you can see that because we had already baked the texture to fit for these, it doesn't fit. It doesn't quite fit. So I'll have to go back into Substance Painter and change that. And we'll go from there. Let's see, let me change my name here. How do I change my description? Oh, I can't change my own description. That's lame. Streaming 3D model creation. 3D modeling. There. Okay. So we're just getting this ready. It's obviously you might want to move this down a bit more because to match the height of that. But it doesn't look so bad. The reason it looks like that is because ZC base. CC Base, met him yesterday when we were playing Synergy, the Half-Life 2 modification. Lets you play Half-Life 2 in co-op. Alright, so, and again, with like this side, I might actually want to work with this. So if we go to edge mode, we can select that, and we can find out where that is. And you can see that's all sorts of fucked up. That's actually not it. That's just showing you the points, how they actually intersect right there. Actually, shoot, that might actually be the problem. So do Shift H, then it isolates that. You're gonna G, and you're gonna move that. And we're just gonna figure out where the freak these are at. So that's the top left. Move that about there. This is the bottom right, so move that down there. Top right, and so on. So that's pretty thin. We can go like, oops, like that. Bring that about like so. That's all that needs. So Alt H brings everything back. We have all this open space up here that we're not utilizing. So you can see all this stuff is pretty wrecked down here. So if we go to edge mode, you can actually see what these are. This is the underneath of that. That's why I have them so tiny, is because they don't need to be big. Nobody's gonna see it, it's okay. However, I think that's the top portion of this, which we don't need to see that either. But let's try to fix this next. This little guy's right there. You always want to Shift H and hide everything else. Otherwise, if there's anything that's linked to it, it'll move the vertices for that point, that UV map. It's very frustrating. Okay, so that's the top right. That's the bottom right. Top left. Bottom left. So we can just move that in. About like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to give it a little bit of detail, so we're going to make it a decent size there. Probably scale it up later. So Alt H to bring everything back. So it's looking better. Next up is this guy. Is there an easy way to go to face mode? I'm going to go look that up quick. I want to know the shortcut for that. Face mode shortcut. Oh, is it really just that? No, it's not that. Control tab. Oh, is that the shortcut for it? Really? Oh, that works. Okay. Anyway, we were working on this, so let's go to face mode. Click on that. Cool. Very, very tiny. I think all the rest of these are those faces too. So we're just, oh shit, that's that one. Okay, so for now, we're gonna bring that. We'll just select the rest of these just so we can bring them into their own separate place. Okay, and that should be good. I think that one's already done. Nope, that one wasn't done yet. We'll bring all these into their respective places. I'd already done those. Probably want to do this as well, and that. That should be good. So now you Shift H, and we isolated all that stuff. So we can just go ahead and start doing this. Control Tab, vertex mode, and let's find out where these are. So that's the bottom left. Where the fuck is that one? Is that a different part of the model? Okay, so, oh, this is the bottom left, so that's gotta go there. Oh, that's a nightmare. You see how bad that one was? Damn. Okay. All right, so that's pretty thin. We can go about like this, like this. It's not gonna need much. It's pretty tiny. Okay, where's this? Okay, it's this face. Bottom left, top left. This one we'll give it about the same height because it's the same kind of thing. Top right, bottom right. Next. It's this piece here. Okay, top right, bottom left. Ugh. Bottom right. There. So again, about the same height, same width, kind of. Don't have to be too precise. Once we go and rebake these textures, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look really nice and even. I had this issue where my eyebrows like get really super bushy and they get like they can pull them out. It's weird. I'm surprised I haven't got bald in my eyebrows yet. Okay, so that's that. Let's go ahead and save that. Okay, Control Tab to select face. Actually, no, we don't even need it. Same vertex. So that's this side. That one's not too bad. So we can see there. So like there's an example how it's part of that vertex. So if I were to move this, it's going to move that one too. There's a couple things you can do here. If you already have something done, you can actually press A to deselect everything, press B, do this, and then just that actually won't work. So we do have to hide the face, I believe. Can I Shift H? No, that doesn't work. Now I'm confused. Where's my selection mode? Can I pin? You can see how it's moving that piece though. Let's find out where that's at. So that's that vertice. Let's go ahead and Alt H to show everything again. We're gonna have to switch to face mode. We'll just select this and then Alt H, or sorry, Shift H. So we're stuck with that, and that's how thin that one is. That's why that one looks freaking horrendous. Okay. I'm having a brain fart right now. Control Tab, vertex mode. This one that's top left, bottom right, top right. And this one's a pretty big one, so we're gonna select that. We're gonna Shift select that. Okay, there we go. Drag it over. So it's already looking much better. Alt H, bring back everything. This one still looks bad, so Control Tab, face mode, select that. Shift H to hide it. Control Tab to go back to vertex mode. Select that. It's top right, bottom right, top left, bottom left. This is tall and thin, so we're gonna make it go tall and thin. Doesn't need a whole lot of room because it's not gonna be, doesn't need to be too detailed. Okay, Alt H, bring everything back. Looking pretty good. Control Tab, go to face mode. Let's find this one. That one's still tiny, so Shift H to hide it. Control Tab, vertex mode. Top left, bottom right, top right. Okay, and that looks pretty good. You can see it's overlapping and scraping the texture for actually another piece of wood. You'll see it's a bunch of pieces of wood. It's actually, remember all the little tiny chunks? If I bring all this back, remember these little tiny chunks? I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, that's where it's grabbing it from. You can Control Tab to face or edge, face mode, select that. You can see it's right in there, so it's grabbing the textures that are in that spot. how we're going to do this is we would, I don't want to do it right now because it'll remove everything. I'll have to find everything again. Actually, it won't matter. So if you select all and do Control P, it's going to pack it all in there to give it all, you know, like the most space that it can. You still see that we have a lot of room here. So we have a lot of space that we could be using up. And it's not going to be any cost to us. It'll just be using up the rest of those texture spaces. So what I'm probably going to do is spread these out evenly and make them like a box shape, you know, all the same height and everything. I'll probably, you know, I'll find these spots here. You can see it. That's the whole thing. That's actually something I just learned. So that means that there's a 5th vertice there somewhere, and it doesn't look. It's not good. So if we select, let's say, all these, you can see that's how high that piece is going to go. What I'm probably going to do is stretch that to be all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planks. I'm going to have all those stretched from the top to the bottom and be evenly sized squares, or rectangles I should say, and it's gonna make the texture look really, really good. Even though it's only a 512 by 512, I could probably even decrease it to a 256 by 256 because you can see this, you know, we're using half that space. That's just probably willful thinking, but we'll see what we can do here. You know, if I can get 256 by 256, that would make the file size smaller, make it easier and faster to load for the clients that are joining the servers, which is important. We're going to have a lot of custom stuff, so the smaller the file size, the better. Which is funny because if you look at my old stuff, the first furnace, the was it this one? Yeah, the bump map was 10 megabytes. The texture, this, was 21, almost 22 megabytes. The actual, that actually isn't true. That's that was before, I think. Let me go to first furnace here. Yeah, it was compressed down from 48.7 megabytes. So when it gets unpacked by the client, it's going to be that 48.7 megabytes. That's a no-no. That's a lot of information to be transferring. It's terrible. Sure, you might need it if you have a high poly model or whatever. You know, if you have a large model, you can't be using a little small texture like 512 by 512. You at least got to go 1024 by 1024 at least, I'm sure. I'm still new to all this, so I could be completely wrong. It's all about efficiency. You got to be efficient. Make that space and those file sizes very worthwhile. Let's see. Also, you okay, Diablo? Just gave him some cricket, so you might start hearing some cricket squeaking again, so sorry about that. I wish there was something I could do about it, but I can move him, but then I have to move all the lights and everything, and yeah, I don't want to worry about it. I like having him here. He's pretty cool. Alright, anyway, so we're done with that. Let's go continue this. Let's just take a look at the different faces. That's good. That's not good. So Shift H, isolate it, Control Tab, go to vertex mode, top left, bottom left, top right, bottom right. Looks good. Alt H, Control Tab, face mode. Make sure everything is good here. That's not a good one. So Shift H, Control Tab. Bottom left, top left, and see this one's, it needs to be a little bit bigger because this is a side thing, so I'm going to do this. It's like this. We'll bring that over, get a little bit more space to work with. It is the inside, so technically you don't need it to be this big, but I want it to look good. Alt H, bring that back. Control Tab, face mode. It's good, good. That one needs to be worked on a little bit. Control Tab, top left, bottom left, top right, bottom right. Control Tab, face mode. Alt H, bring back that stuff. It's good. Let's go to this side. That one is actually good. Let's go ahead and scale that up, and actually that's probably a no-no to do that, but we're gonna, yeah, it's not attached to anything else right now, so we'll just freely scale that up to probably be about like so. I'll grab the vertex here and here. And now that you can see it's grabbing that stuff, so that's a no-no. We want face mode. We'll select that. Shift H. Now we're gonna go back into Control Tab, vertex mode. Deselect it. Press B to select the vertices. G and then Z to move up on the Z, or actually Y to move up on the Y axis. Control Tab, face mode, Alt H, bring back everything. It's good. That's all right. That's okay. We'll probably do this. Okay, if we Control H, we'll make these all the same size so they're gonna look even and not distorted. So face, and then R to rotate. Go like so. Bring those guys up here, put them right next to each other. I'll just try to keep these. Let's see if I can do minimize stretching. I think that might work on here. We'll see. So UVs, minimize stretch. How do I? What's the one? What's stitch? Oh, that's. Don't want that. Oh, snap to pixels. Is that what I want? Maybe. Control Tab, vertex mode. Is that? Yeah, there we go. So I can snap to pixels. So I can just go. Boom. Can I? First off, let's Control Tab. Let's go to face mode. Let's select all these. Bring them up to the top. We'll just start up from up here. Now let's evaluate. This is the inside. It doesn't need to be very textured, but it needs to be a decent amount. So what's going to be a good amount? Well, let's scale this down. And personally, I think this is going to be perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and save this again, just in case Blender decides to crash. Control Tab to go to vertex mode. And let's snap that there. Snap that there. Snap that there. These are all going to be nice and even. I mean, stuff like this, it takes patience. It takes a lot of patience to pull this stuff off. I don't doubt that for a second. I mean, it takes a lot of patience. This is very tedious work. It's not fun. It's cool to see like the textures moving as you're moving, you know, that's pretty sweet. But it is boring. Once you have it like this though, it's very easy to work with. Let's move that one closer. Yeah, that should be good. I'll get him closer here, make that right. Okay, now they're even. Let's go back to face mode and we can actually scale these up now if we want to stay at proportion. It's okay. Yep. Okay. So that's good. I'm actually really happy with that. Now, while we're doing this, I'm gonna go fix and make everything all proper and nice and neat. And yeah, what do we say here? Let's go back out. Let's unhide everything. And let's just select the really important stuff, okay? This stuff here, all the good stuff. You can actually go in here and select by islands. somewhere. Why? Oh, I don't have the island select. Oh, there we go. So there, island select. Select all these goodies. I think this was another one. Yeah, that's all those textures. So these ones I'm going to move off to the side, and we'll work with those here in just a second. But this way I can see. So that's a. Well, that's. Is that all by itself? Oh shoot. That's no bueno. Okay, I'll have to find out where that piece goes. What about this? Not seeing that anywhere, so that's good. That must be a leg piece. Nowhere. Nowhere. Those must be underneath. Okay. Let's go back to this mode, and we'll select these. Shift H to hide them. Bring it back in, and let's start working with some goodies, shall we? So I think that's enough. Is using the half. That should be fine. We'll see. Maybe I will stretch it all the way. Yeah. All right, so that's that piece. That's that. So we'll work with this one first. Select this, rotate it. If you hold control, it'll snap it to like 5 degrees, I think it looks like. Bring that up there, and let's start doing this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments. So probably be like this, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's gonna be close. Vertex mode, we'll just start doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7 slots, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's actually a lot of slots, so let's cut it down. We'll go to here. We'll leave like the whole bottom row. So yeah, that'll work, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 5 segments in each of these, I think. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one has 6. That one has 6. That one has 5. So these are actually different. They're not all the same, so this could be a little tricky. We'll see. But I'm breaking these up into that grid right there that you can see. So boom, that's a reference. Okay. This is the not fun part. I'm just gonna get these into the rough area they're supposed to be in. This means that normally you're supposed to do this UV mapping before you even start to texture. So I have to go retexture the crafting table after this. So okay. And actually, you know, this might work better if I just leave it like this and they each take up their own block. That would probably work better, except for these smaller pieces. These are gonna have to be broken up into the same amount of segments. Let's see. Yeah, oh, we'll worry about that when we get to it. That's these pieces right here. Yeah. Yep. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. So let's get this exact now. Boom, boom. Very, very slow process. Maybe there's a better way to do it, but I don't know. So someone should enlighten me. Let's zoom back out. So it's on this one right there. Perfect box. Okay. Let's control tab, select by faces. We'll just we'll select these, and we're just gonna move all these like so. Deselect it. B. Oh. B. B. Move those over here. B to select those, rotate it. B to select those, bring it over near it. We'll have to get these organized how they're supposed to be. So B, that one's gonna go there. B, it's gonna go there. So save it again. Looks like we'll be staying in about a 4x4 cube radius for these. So Control Tab, go back to vertex mode. Boop. Boop. Snapchats. Vacation. Taking a picture for Snapchat. Redoing the UV mapping for the crafting table. It picked up for the crafting table out of that. That's fantastic. Redoing the UV map for the crafting table. That was great. Okay. Yeah. Feel free to join the Discord and the Teamspeak, because I'd like to be able to chat with you guys live. That'd be pretty sweet. I don't pay too much attention to the YouTube chat just because I don't get a notification active, like a sound that pops up that lets me know. But yeah. Let's move that down there. Browser window over there. Alrighty. Right now we have Skeet and Treefitty in the Discord. They're not actually online in the Discord, but they've joined in the past, so that's cool. Alright, let's continue UV mapping this, shall we? I want to get this done. So, there, 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 almost there. Obviously, yeah, this was a horrible UV mapping job before. That was done by the Smart UV projection, which is automatic. It's calculated by the program, by Blender. And it does a decent job for the most part. I mean, for a quick computer-generated thing, it's really good. I'll give it to Blender for that. But it is, in the large scale of things, it's pretty bad. Okay, next. I see I don't need to worry about, you know, them being in rows here. I can move them around later. It's going to be really, really easy since they're in this block form. They're going to be in this block form anyway. And if there is an easier way to do this, please somebody tell me. So, okay. See, can you imagine, like, people do this for a living on thousands and thousands of models a day. Obviously, probably not thousands, you know, but like a team of them will go through thousands of models a day doing this. And all the games and all the trailers and movies and everything, someone has had to do this for all of those models. It's crazy. And I mean, if you do a person, you know, like an actual character, this is really complicated. It's not as simple as making, you know, cubes. You're making round objects, you know. You got to make it to where there's no stretching in your texture. It's just it's insane. It's mind-boggling how much time goes into this. Like, I never knew this when I was younger. I was like, why can't people just make games all the time? You know, like, why do games take so long to make? Well, this is a big part of it. This and programming, obviously, and troubleshooting. But it's just, it's cool. It's fascinating as hell. I can't wait to do a time lapse of this. The time lapse for the texturing of the furnace was really, really cool. I really enjoyed doing that. Okay, so this one has the same amount. Oh, this is gonna look so good when it gets done. Save again. I'm so excited. I just want to see the finished product. I can't explain it. Because this is gonna make the model look so much better. And thankfully this time I have a before and after of what it's gonna look like. So, oh man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. And I'm gonna try a couple things. I'm gonna do a couple renders. I'm gonna render it out at I'm gonna try rendering out at a 128 by 128, then a 512 or 128 by 128, 256, 256, and then 512, then 1024, 248, and then 496. That's the max that Substance Painter can output. So it's gonna be some big files, I'll tell you that. And I will render all the images, all the stills, I will render them at a 4K resolution. That's 3840 by 2160. So that's what the final image is going to be anyway. Can I, okay, that does to that. Can I go to the blocks and do that? No. I thought there was a faster way to do that, but I guess not. It's funny how people can like Snapchat, for hours and hours, just nonstop, and then all of a sudden just boom. And the person's on vacation right now, so I get they're probably doing stuff, but they were in a car last I saw. And now they're not getting back to me. Alrighty. Let's see. See, I want to play music right now, but I don't want to get flagged on my YouTube account. So, and actually, you never get flagged. They'll just mute your stream, which sucks. Okay, so the fun part. Let's go ahead and save here. Notice the pieces are different sizes, so this is going to be a little more difficult. Let's go Control Tab, go to Face Mode, select this. Let's go like that, a little faster than pressing B. Bring that up there. And the middle piece here is a bit bigger and it's backwards there, so let's go ahead and flip that. How's this one? That one's good. This one's backwards, so let's go ahead and select those. Rotate that. There. Now it should be good. All facing the same way. These ones probably aren't facing the same way. No, they are not. So I can flip those around real easily and align those soon. But for this, let's start with this one. This one's pretty, it's the second smallest, so we'll probably go, in the scale of things, we'll probably go about here with it. So that's where the end one's going to be, so I'm just going to mark that. Control Tab, Vertex, and put that about in the middle, about there. Put it 4 over, which is there. Now it's just up to you about where you want to place these. And that's really all that there is to that, I'm assuming. This is my first attempt at actually taking time and properly UV mapping something. And it's not even that important. I mean, it looked good before. It looked okay. It's good enough for Gary's mod anyway, Actually, we'll break it up evenly into these spots. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So there. Okay. Goody gumdrops. All right. So got that. We'll go back in the sides and stuff. We'll get those nice and neat too soon. So Control Tab, face mode. Just like that. Move it up there. This one gets a little bit more space, so we'll probably give it. I suppose that'd be even, right? If I do that, they're about the same size. Yeah, that'll work. So Control Tab, vertex. Ooh, let's select this one. Bring that right up there. That right up there. And this guy down here, go ahead and bring him right there. Cool. So let's work with this. These should each get a bit more now. So they'll get a block and a half each. This one should end up there now. There. Should end up there. There. It does get a little confusing sometimes. Keeping track of what is what. So that's that one. So you see here I ran into a bit of a problem. Not a problem, I would say, but Control Tab. Let me find out. Yeah, so that's the first piece. Vertex, we can actually move this down. Not the whole thing. Just the, thank you. So this whole section here, we can. Oh, see, I grabbed some of that stuff. Let's go to face mode, select just that, and then hide everything else. Then Control Tab, vertex. We'll select just the middle pieces here. We'll move them down. Probably about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So what's oh, that's 12. So they each get 2. That's easy enough. Boom. It actually came out perfect. It wasn't going to be like an odd in-between-ish number. Cool. So each of these gets 2 squadrons there. Quadrants. It's quadrants. Face mode. Unhide. It's going to unhide everything, sadly. But that's looking good. Select everything. I'm going to save it before I pack it, but you can press that to pack it, and there you go. It keeps the same. Oh shit, did it smush it? Oh, it smushed it. Undo. That's a no-no. We don't want that. We want everything to stay the same. So we're gonna work on this one now. Shift H, bring her over. Oh, don't want to do that. Shit. And Shift H. Bring it over about like so. And Alt H will bring back that guy for reference. Shift H, hide everything else. Okay, Control Tab, vertex mode. Could have just done body mode or face mode, I guess. But bring that down, start her up right there. And just to see, I think we gave 1 for each of these, right? I think. So we'll just do that quick. We'll just, it's a tiny mesh, so it doesn't need a whole lot of space. That's actually a lot faster. Why didn't I do that sooner? Okay, so that's that. Now we can Alt H that. Bring everything back. What else we got to work with here? What is this piece? Control Tab, face mode. That's the outside of that. So let's make something uniform for these, because oh, that one's fucked up still. So let's mess with that one in a bit. I want some units. Okay, that's the inside. So let's make something that's the same size. We can actually bring all those down. So Shift H. Bring those to the 4x4 cube, because that easy to pack. Let's try Control Tab, vertex mode, A to deselect, B select these, bring them up and just press the Y, stays on the Y, boom. So that's simple, that freaking simple. Tab face mode, Alt H, bring it back. Now let's select the outside pieces here. That's not the outside. So we have a couple. Oh, we still have one that's small. Okay. Shift H, hide those. Gonna do the same. Can I not do that again? I keep hitting H instead of G. So outside, Shift H to hide everything but that. G to move. Doesn't matter where we do it, we'll just do it in the bottom corner here. Deselect that. Bring the rest up. That looks alright. So let's first find out what the vertice location is for these. Bottom left, bottom right, top left, so on and so forth. Okay, now let's work with this. So what did we say? We said this was in a 4x4. So let's bring these into a 4x4. Or wait, oh, the whole thing was in a 4x4, so each one of these is just one cube, I think, right? Yeah, let's see. Alt H. Yes. And now I can just go to tab face mode, select these motherfuckers. Shift H to hide those. Tab vertex mode, so now I know that. Boom. Ah, I keep hitting H. How do we unhide? Unhide. How do I? Oh, I can just do Control Z. That'd have been nice. This. Oh, did I deselect something? Oh, I just want to select. Can you not, please? Okay, whatever. That. Oh, zippity zoop zop. Okay, there. Had a little difficulties there. All right, keeping it 4x. Booyah. Boom. So excited for this. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Okay, we're getting there. Save that, Alt H. That's nice and neat. All the other little stuff we don't have to worry about. We'll scale that down here. So we will select tab. Let's find out what else is being fucky here. Let's fix the corners. These are all going to be terrible because I really haven't done much with any of these, so they're going to be really, really bad. It's not going to be fun. That's all of them. So let's Shift H, hide those. Yeah, that's those. So with this, we did Did a 1 by 1, so we can do half of that for these, I believe. That should be all right. First off, we're going to check that, rotate that to about like so. Bring that guy up, and we have 1, 2, 3. Should have 8 of these, right? 8, yes. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. One of them must be really tiny. I can't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I just miscounted. Never mind. Okay. Let's start something here. So we did a 2 by 2 square. So yeah, we can probably get away with, because each of those fit there. We can get rid of. We can go with half of that. Control Tab, vertex mode. Let's see how this plays out. That's the bottom left. Let's get these straightened up first. Top left, bottom left. Okay, the rest of these I think are already sorted out. Yep. All right, let's try. Boom. Probably, yeah, right. See, they're taller, so I guess we'll leave it like that, but we'll just half the width of it. Okay. Good. That should be perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can fit it all in a like a 4 by 4. Fantastic. Let's continue this arduous process. God, I want to know what this looks like with a 4K freaking texture on it. It's gonna look liquid smooth. Oop. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Almost perfect. So yeah, it's quicker to select both the vertices at the same time. Just go like that. That's the last one. Fantastic. Okay. Save the crap out of that. And let's see, did it save? Yep, crafting tables, crafting tables. Okay. Alt H, deselect it all. That, see, I guess we could fix the sides, but let's go see. Let's go bake a texture on this quick. We will, let's see, let's select everything that we worked on. So, Control Tab, face mode. Because I want to make sure that it does not pack the rest of this. Oh, don't want that in there. Suppose I could just select islands, but I'm not a smart man. I'm gonna do that. Okay, island mode. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yeah, I can't select those because they're moved. Can I B? Did it really just select only the... Yep. Damn it. Let me move these. This will be easier. Come on, I want to select the big fucker, right? God damn it. Okay, move. Why can I not select it? Do. Oh shoot, am I moving? Oh fuck, I probably. Oh, I got lucky there. Okay. See, that's working fine now. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Move these out, and then all the rest of these are junk, and they can be scaled down to basically nothingness. Well, some of them can. I should probably not actually do that. See, all these splices here are a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so let's B and select all that goodness and just scale it down. About like that. And just go boop. Oh, this is the piece I had to fix. I gotta find that somewhere. I have to stitch that into probably that piece, I'm assuming, right? Yep. So I'm gonna learn. This is my first time stitching. Oh shit, where'd it go? Why you do this? No. Okay. Because I need to make this part of that piece. Let me go to vertex mode. There. Oh shit. Tab, face, H. Now I have no way of doing that shit. Poopy. Vertex, boop. Can you not? Let's select that stuff. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to do that either, am I? Okay. Let's shift H that. G, move it. Vertex. Is that really that? Oh wow, it is. Oh, that's not backwards. This piece is backwards. Why is that attached to that over there? Oh wait. Oh. Oh. Okay, I need to. I think it's now time to get these straightened out here. So let's get them all facing the same way. Control face. Well, first let's get them in a proper order. So that's. So these guys can move. Put that there. rotate the shit out of that. So that's at the end. Rotate the shit out of that. There's that. It's the opposite end, so let's okay. Perfect. Second to last, so this goes, that's right. It goes this. Now this. Save the crap out of that before I do anything else, and then now it's time for this. Can I stitch? No. Stitch. Cool. Thank you, base. Okay. Okay, is mine's flipped then, isn't it? I have to face like this and rotate the fuck out of it, right? Or no, flip. I gotta flip the how do I do that? Shift H and then vertex mode. Bring this over here. Then this over here. That's what I have to do. Maybe. Each of these took up one block, right? So if I do something like this, and this, should be good. Control, why does that look weird? Okay, yeah, I went too many. And there. Control tab, face, select it, deselect everything. Bring this. And check these out. Shift H, bring it up there. Can I merge them? Collapse? Nope, that's not what I want. How do I stitch? How do I properly stitch this shit? I think I need to bring it down one, and then I select the vertice. Like, what happens with it? Where the frick does it go? Because it's not a part of the same island. I want to island pack seams from islands, average the island scale. I don't know what that does. Okay. Oh man. Okay. You know what? I think I'm just gonna call it for now. Face selection. Excuse me. I'll just move it up there. So H. That's all those goodies. Okay. Suppose I better put it down here. Oh, can I scale the... Ooh. No, I like it being perfect squares like that. It's good. It's good. I'm gonna leave it how it is. I'll give some room for expansion if I need to add something to it. It's perfect. It's perfect, perfect, perfect. Do 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 do. Boo. Let me just select these motherfuckers. These are so bad. I really should do something with them, but I'm not worried about it. Okay, so it's good. I think that's a good UV setup. Let's yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gotta be good. So export wavefront, export selection only, and we're going to export this to main props crafting table. Call this, yeah, crafting table object. We're gonna set a bookmark for here too. So, boom. Go ahead, open up Substance Painter. Now we're gonna start on the texturing. We're gonna get to see how good we did on the UV map or not. File, new. Let's start with, oh, I wanna know. Just to see how it compared to the other one. Let's just do this. Crafting table object there. Okay. Okay. And boy, does that look nice. That is a nice texture. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Obviously the sides in here are horrendous, but that's okay. Should pan itself out. Okay, let's start by getting rid of this layer and adding a fill layer. And we're going to change the color to a kind of like a darkish, we want brown. So we'll go about like that. Turn the darkness up. And we're just going to click bake. Don't bake the position or the ID, or sorry, the thickness or the ID. We don't need thickness. Then click bake. Bust out a T here. Baking finished. God, that's a nice UV map. So nice. Okay. New smart layer. This is where we're going to cover it in the wood texture, which I think is this one. Yeah, wood walnut. That's what I used before. Oh, it's so good. So good. You can actually increase the size of it. So if we want to go 4K, this is what 4K is going to look like on it. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. The sides look great. Oh, it's good. It's real good. This is not good. I knew it wasn't going to be good. I didn't feel like spending the time on that. But oh, it's very nice. Very nice. So let's change this down to 512. The 512 looks good. That's all we need for Gary's mod. It's fine. People let it slide. It's Gary's mod. Okay. Hey, look at how nice and smooth that texture is. Ah, it's good. Okay, let's go ahead and bake this in. Now let's do a couple things. Let's go ahead and put some scratches on it. A little bit of dirt here and there, just to get a little feel for it. This is version 1.1, so yeah, alpha dirt. Make a new layer because this one's baked on now. Alpha dirt. Let's change the brush to, should be dust. And let's get in here and see what that looks like. That's okay. Let's change the opacity down like that. Let's increase the size because I'm just gonna do a widespread kind of paint on it. A little less opacity. So that puts a nice little white tinge to it. We don't actually want that. We want to change the color of that to almost like a, let's go find that brown again. Like so. Dark brown color, and then that will, see what that'll do for it here. Oh yeah. Paint that all over the place, even like that. That looks pretty good for the most part. So yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. Just paint that on there and there. Got a little bit of dirt, mud on it now. Let me increase the viewport here because we don't need to see anything else really. Let's move the cube map around there. Good. Yep, I think we can make it darker if we wanted to and really put it on heavy there. That looks good. Done with that. Let's do a new layer. Change this to, let's go to particles. Let's do organic spread. That's a bit much. Let's what do we want to spread? How about color black? We want to get some cracks and stuff in there maybe. Okay, so let's can we turn the opacity down? Yeah. Yeah, I just want it nice and light. So I barely notice the difference. Let's increase that a bit. That's a bit much. A little less. Oh God. So let's decrease the size on that again. Actually, it's almost there. Let's, oh, I just broke it, I think. Nope, okay. Let's, a little bit less. That's a good amount. We'll just, boom. Just get a little kind of burny, scratchy effect to it. Cool. That's beautiful. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, new layer. It's what about fracture? Can I increase the size of the darkness of the fracture? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that's intense. God, that looks cool. Look at that. How it just goes along like that. That's so cool. Okay, let's ooh, can I increase the size of it? I'm curious to see. Oh man, that's cool. That's cool. Just paint it all. Does it spread down to the legs too? It does. Yep, now the whole thing's black. So let's decrease the size on that. Let's just make it super tiny. Lots of cracks and crevices. Try that again. That's really looking good. Minus the sides. Sides are pretty bad. So I'm okay with this. So let's go ahead and bake all these layers. I don't know, I'm pretty sure you can probably just bake everything all together. Maybe. I'm still unsure about that. Let's try that. Let's try to see if I can just bake. Parameters good. Okay. Okay. That looks much better than what it did. So let's file, export textures, and we're gonna save this to tutorial main, props, crafting table. I'm gonna call this version 1.1 512. We'll export it there and export. Now it's gonna, oh yeah, successfully finished. Because they're only 512 by 512, so it's super simple for it to do. You know, crafting table and 512 by 512, and there you go. I gotta turn off Dropbox quick, otherwise the stream's gonna go. So yeah, so the whole freaking thing, this whole texture, that's what we just did, we just painted on, is only 1.1 megabytes. That's pretty good. These are the normal metallic and stuff. They didn't use anything metallic, so it's black. This is the roughness. So if you want to do a bump map, you know, a bump or a detail map, you can do that. Oh, it's so cool. This is for reflections, I believe. I never figured out how to implement this into Gary's mod yet, though. So let's go to Gary's mod and let's add this in there. It's a little different. It's a little weird. So let's open up another thing here. Change this to the node editor, and I'm going to sort of save this again just in case we didn't. Let's go down here. We already have a texture on there. We have the old texture on there right now. So let's go ahead and find the new one. 1.1, we'll go to the base color, and there you go. Let's go to the camera. Let's go ahead and render this again. And we'll render this at 3840 by 2160. And we'll change the sample. Let's see, sample. How did I do this? Is it down here to sampling? Performance. Post-processing? No. What's the bake? What's the, oh yeah, sampling. So the render is 128. Let's go to 512 on the samples. And let's just get a quick, see, preview is only going to be 12, just so we get a rough idea. So if we go change this to render mode, that's what it looks like. So let's go ahead and render this. Yep. Okay, let's render this. So that's how big it's going to be. Yeah, this might take a while. The stream's probably going to tank because it's maxing out my CPU. My voice is probably getting really, really jumpy right about now, honestly.